While it is true that Buck Knives has recently released the Slim Elite in the 110 and the 112, it's also true that they've made it much thinner, added a pocket clip to one side only, and used magnet cutters. What do you mean? Why can't I say that? Just because some big channel said it doesn't mean they invented it. Greetings and welcome back to the channel, and welcome if it's your first time here. Yes, I'm going to heavily modify an already heavily modified 110.
How dare you!
I'm going to compete with the Slim Elite. I'm going to see if I can better that, because I don't think that's a great invention in my humble opinion. That's something that should have been done years and years and years and years ago. This is marketing, people. Wake up, smell the roses. It's in assumed, or it's alleged magna cut. I say alleged steels moving forward since Bark River because no one can really prove what the blade steels are. So if you don't like that comment, well, bye-bye. For the people that understand, really know what's going on, we don't know anything about these blade steels other than what they tell us. You can't do a taste test or a sniff test, and nobody has a tester at home. So unless that changes, let me know in the comments. Outside of that, I am not giving another nickel to Buck Knives. They've had enough money over the years. The only survivors I have left are this customized 110, the Cabela's version, my 112 from 1980, the 3-dot, and I think that's pretty much it. I might have another one kicking around somewhere. But I've sold off everything else. And when I saw the Slim Elite, I thought, I like that, but of course they never took it any further. They slimmed it down. They still got all these rivets sticking out all over the place where they should have done something like this, in my humble opinion. They didn't do anything extra to make it even cooler. Yeah, they added a pocket clip, but only to one side. There's not even any holes drilled out with a dummy plate or something like that. That would have been pretty cool. A flush dummy plate? Wow. Recessed? They had the opportunity. They let that slip as well. But they jacked up the prices with very little work. So anyways, I'm going to take this already heavily modified 110. I've shown this for years on this channel. I've done so many videos, not just on the customizing that I've done. I've taken it into the woods and explored, customizing the sheath, right? So nobody likes that sheath that's sticking so high up, right? It's bumping against your jelly roll on the side there. You want it a little bit flusher to the belt. I did that. Tired of taking the belt off all the time, so I did these snaps, and yes, I did a video on how to make these nice and tight so they don't open up for those commenters that are, they like to leave those comments. But anyways, so that's where we're at. I'm going to take this guy here, and I'm going to turn it into a Johnny Juke Slim Elite is what I'm going to do. So yes, I've got a pocket clip on here. This is the Night Eyes. It's stuck on there with tape. Super strong. Yes, it's not going anywhere. I'm not a crazy fan of that. I've always wanted a permanent one, so I am going to try to put a permanent pocket clip on here as well for both sides. That's right. I'm going to drill out both sides. Okay, so let's look at some of the things I've done. Half stop. Some of the yelling and screaming. Why would you do that? Well, because I can. It's my knife. Hello. I like it. I've cut myself so many times just being careless. This is a little safety feature. I'm kind of, oh, yes, remember, yes. Not all of us are as smart as you. Some of us are kind of dummies and we cut ourselves and we make mistakes. That's what we do. Anyways, that's why I put the half stop there. Plus, I made a pretty good video, a lot of comments. The jimping and all that kind of stuff, yeah, it was fun to do, made it interesting, and the jimping is actually kind of useful. I like it. I think people call it engraving or something like that, but it works. I would like to see some jimping in here, actually, too. That'd be something I might explore. We'll see if there's any material left after I do this slim. So I took off the original scales, which anybody can do, and I put on some white maple. I think they look pretty good, and I didn't do a high polish. I did sort of a brush kind of a finish, and I might do the same when I finish the slim. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to make this overall 10 millimeters, folks. I'll bring out the calipers and all that stuff a little bit later in this video. But anyways, what else did I do? I put in a sharpening choil. You can see it right there. The original, the way it looked. So I kind of liked that. That was an easy fix. Gave it a nice sharp edge. What else did I do to this thing? I did some work on the inside, right? Because one of the common problems is that slam. It would bump and take a little piece of metal off at the tip. And I don't know if we can see that or not here. Try. You can see where I took a Dremel and took that out there as well. So I solved that problem. While I got this zoom that's actually, looks like it's trying to focus. Let's bring in the calipers while we can. No, I got no battery in there. So we're looking at about 15 millimeters, or what is that, 20 millimeters? What is that, 10? How many millimeters is that? That's 15. 15 mil. I want to try to reduce this to 10 millimeters. So I'm going to try to go into here. So that's going to put us right about here somewhere. My thoughts is I want to leave the same amount of material on the wood as the thickness of this liner. It's kind of where I'm going to go. So it might be 10 or even 11 millimeters. I don't know yet. I'm going to have to remove this, obviously, which would be not a big deal. And the pocket clip of choice, I'm thinking of using this Leatherman pocket clip. I've got the screws. As a matter of fact, I got a couple of these because I pulled them off some other multi-tools. And I think I even got blanks possibly. But anyways, I don't think I'm going to do the blank, but let me know what you think. I'm thinking something like this. It's kind of similar to what they're using on their Slim Elite. I like this actually. I'll try to keep it so that it's flush to the top. I don't know if I can do this on camera without it sliding off. You know, something like that maybe. Don't know yet. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Let me know what you think. Don't know if we'll capture all of this in this video. I'll even put tip down carry as well. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think I'll do that. But could you imagine if you saw holes all over the place on this thing? I don't know why they didn't do that. They should have put something for the other side. A blank? Anyway, that's kind of what I'm thinking. And I don't know how far this video is going to go. This is the preamble. I haven't actually started doing the work yet, obviously. But I'll try to put all this information into this video. So I thought I'd give you a quick tour of the setup. It's some crappy old belt sander that's upside down, moving all around. Here's the soon-to-be on a major diet Buck 110. And that's all I'm doing. And I'm a little bit mixed at this point. Part of me says, leave it. Don't even bother with the pocket clip because it carries so nice in the pouch now. I don't even know it's there. It's become very, very light. Knowing what I know now, I would have probably drilled out some holes in the brass when I did the handles, just to make it a little bit lighter as well. But right now, it's very, very light. The Johnny Juke Slim Elite. So I managed to do pretty much what I was looking to do. The thickness of the wood is about the same thickness of the thinnest part of the brass. I've got about 10.5 millimeters overall. Turned out really nice. I'm really happy with the square, blocky, old school Buck 110. I really like that. I did round off the corners very little, but I did. Very, very comfortable in hand. This knife feels completely different at this point than the standard 110. So I can understand why some of the people out there are really liking the Slim Elite with the pocket clip. But with the money that you pay to do that, look at what you can do with just a little bit of basic tools. I really don't have very many tools at all. I did this. I like this much more. I think there's no rivets. It fits. So if you own a Slim Elite, you might want to check this out. You could carry it in the pouch or in your pocket. So that's kind of a good option. Buck, you should have done that. There's lefties out there that probably would like to carry it on the left-hand side as well. Put in a nice little blank. Would have made it very classy. The other thing, Buck, if you're watching, I doubt very much, eliminate the nail nick. This looks really good. It should look like this on both sides. You don't need the nail nick for this knife. It pinches. There's so much to pinch here. You can pinch it back here. I think it just looks cleaner like this. I think this looks really sharp. Pun intended. So yeah, I rounded off some of the corners. I'm not sure. I kind of like the rough finish over the high polish. I already have a Cabela's Alaskan Guide that's got the high polish. I kind of like this. Well, there you go. Man, that feels so nice. I've already used it a whole bunch. After this, in the same day, I've been opening up some boxes and cutting some zip ties. And yeah, this is great. By the way, a little FYI, this works for me. It might not work for you, but I use the coarse. This is like the diamond thing on the Spyderco. And I've got them set at the 30-degree angle, you know, the whatever it's called, the back bevel or whatever it's called, you know, the 30-degree on the Sharpmaker. And I just keep this perfectly vertical on both sides. And it's toothy, but absolutely aggressive. It's really, really sticky. Really, really sticky. Instead of putting that mirror polish and all that kind of stuff, just using that diamond vertical, get rid of the burr, give it some stropping, and holy cow. I think there's only one thing I would do right now. I love the jimping in here. I would try to maybe put some jimping in this area. Maybe that'll be my next modification. So how many? We've got a half stop. We've got jimping. We've got a sharpening choil. We've got modified scales. And we've turned it into a Slim Elite. Quite a few. Oh, and we got rid of the little thing there on the inside where it was slamming into the blade. So that's another modification. Wow. The pouch has been modified. We got a nice special kind of a thing on there, and then we've got the snap on the back. Works just great. Well, there you go. A Friday night video. Some of you like it. Oh, look at this. Check this out. It's a dream. I just love this. I like this more than the pocket clip. I've been carrying it like this. It's very light. Man, I don't know. Let me know what you think. Am I crazy? Have I lost my mind? But look how much money I've just saved because I am not buying a Slim Elite. Even if it has magna. Until the next video.